speaking of cancel culture, we listened to the new Eminem album.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I would rate it. Stay tuned till end for finding out.
Crazy good, and it's just based off the fact of what he was putting out, like that recovery album, and I felt like everything was not trash. I guess he had a couple good verses, but everything just had this weird. And you put it great with the not just, and it's not just the hooks, but the hooks especially.
Oh yeah,
have a real genericness to them all the time.
Yeah, like he doesn't just pay somebody to sing. It's like people that he has on his label, like just some random guy that sings, and he doesn't do that great of a job. And they have like 7 hooks that are just that shit. It's like you could have just had Bruno Mars do this guy's job.
Yeah,
and charted with this song.
All the ones in all his not old albums, but just like the hooks were always pretty weak with Eminem in general. Like he never really was like that kind of, as opposed to like someone like 50 Cent, where the hooks were the best part of the song.
Yeah,
and he was not like, it's not something. And someone told me when I was younger, one of my sister's friends was like, Eminem is good, but you would never just like bump him in the car or something, or like listen to him in the car, which I somewhat agree with.
Yeah.
And then you listen to this album, and then like the shit he says is some wild shit.
Yeah.
But
appalling to this day.
Not to get into that yet, because like I don't know what to think. The album's really good, but there's something to, it's like he either had these recordings from 20 years ago saved, or it's AI.
Yeah.
Like you said.
I think it's probably he did the verse now and then AI'd his old voice over it.
Yeah, because the delivery.
The whole thing is about like the death of Slim Shady, right? So yeah.
Yeah, coup de grace. Whatever. And he says that a lot. And he also says "fuck midgets" a lot.
Yeah, he like his theme of the album is getting canceled and people being sensitive nowadays. And every example he uses, he includes, and you can't even say midget. Like, who was the example of one person that got canceled for saying midget?
Yeah.
Like, nobody lost. You might get banned from, like, being the MC at a dwarf convention, but that's the only opportunity you're going to lose for saying midget.
Yeah, it in terms of his actual points, and comes across as like, because he said something like they're trying to turn words like ginger into the N-word. And that is, I don't think I've experienced that. Like,
yeah.
But I get the concept of he's saying. I don't think he's being attacked, obviously, or being canceled, especially when he's like, Gen Z's trying to cancel Eminem is like hilarious. Like, nobody is, like, he's not a controversial guy. Like, someone said it in the comments that it's hilarious that in looking back on it compared to like 2000, whenever, Kanye is more controversial than Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Like, which is like, I don't know.
He said the J word. Activate protocol. Get him out.
He never brought up Israel and Palestine, but he brought up every school.
Oh my God, yeah.
By name.
Yeah, we sat there and listened to it together, and I was like, that's the guy with that one. And I was like, oh my God. Like, at some point I was like, is this irresponsible of him to be doing this? Like,
yeah, like if you were an unknown rapper kind of, or like someone underground, this would be some red flag shit.
Make
it. And then also, not to say it's like I'm against it, but just like, it is kind of maybe irresponsible, because he's again putting every school shooter's name in there. So
yeah,
it's like, it's almost like he's the hero. Like, he would, if you're a school shooter, you're getting shout outs literally.
Yeah.
And some of them are still alive too, right?
All of them, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost like they'll listen to that and be like, you know.
Actually, I think every single one is still alive, literally.
Yeah. But you had a great point I wanted to say, like, as far as the choruses and how all his hooks are with when he gets them from rappers that he just signed to his label because he doesn't want to pay anybody.
Yeah.
But they sound like TV songs. They sound like movie songs.
Yeah, it's like fake music. Like they're making the noises of somebody that could make good rap music, but nothing that they're saying sounds right. Like, it just doesn't hit the like peaks. It's like, it's weird. It just sounds manufactured.
Even Skyler Gray, who he apparently gave hepatitis A to, that was a funny line. But I never was a big Skyler. I said she must suck his dick every time they do a song, because why else? Yeah. That's the only time I've ever heard a Skyler Gray song, and it's way too. I'm not a fan. Sure, do it, whatever. I get it, because he's probably he seems like a great, not like a great dad, like I'm really giving him a compliment, but it's just like great, good for him. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if he had a son, like if it'd be so like gay about it, kind of, which you could say because some of the shit he says is like hilarious. Like
Yeah.
he again, nobody's like upset he's about
He does
midgets.
have like 2 father-daughter dance songs on this.
Yeah, the Jelly Roll song.
Oh, yeah. I listened to that and I'm like, "This sounds really fucking familiar." It's just the hook is a Jelly Roll song already from like 4 years ago. I saw him do it
Yeah.
at the Country Music Awards.
So you said there's a chance that like they never even met,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
funny to think about.
Yeah, well, highly likely, actually.
The JID song is, I always try to say JID is I thought it was really good. He definitely like had some impressive, but I don't listen to JID, so I thought,
Yeah,
it,
he
it
did the same thing he always does.
but yeah, the Eminem, it was just very impressive because it's like I think it goes right along with the Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP. There's like that song Brand New Dance. It literally made me feel like I was in 8th grade listening to like Relapse. It was crazy to
Yeah.
think he's 50.
Your erectile dysfunction was cured.
Yeah. He's like how old is he really? But it's insane. He's got the Haley Jade podcast shout outs, and then the Mom Spaghetti.
And remember to click on the
shout-outs.
link tree.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I hope that ages well and she doesn't just quit that in a few years.
Yeah, now she has to do it for 10 years just because she got 2 shout outs.
Yeah. And then fucking the Eminem Mom Spaghetti thing. Those things I feel like make it kind of feel like a too.
Yeah,
He's
Mr. Beast.
yeah, like he's trying to just advertise these 2 things with this album. But yeah, so whatever the work they did with the AI or banked verses,
I don't think he can just do that voice. Like,
no.
Yeah, no.
The opening song, and you could hear, because it's like it almost puts it in your face too, where it's like
We're going take it back to 2003. And then
Yeah. And he sounds like different. He sounds like it's like fucking Till I Claps like delivery with and then it cuts into he's like raps with his normal voice, and you could hear 40 years adding to his voice like
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that. But I love the AI songs or whatever they are. Like they're great. And
Yeah.
I'm just happy to have him. People will be like, "Oh, he has nothing to rap about." That is true. Like, and it's a lot of stupid shit. But I think the some of the subject matters he really nailed. Like some of the stuff in the universe of rap or whatever. The Meg the Stallion getting shot like in the foot. Like they kind of reference that twice. And that's like a classic. I feel like if it was whatever when the Slim Shady LP came out, that's the kind of shit he would have
Yeah.
mentioned.
For sure.
And then the Alec Baldwin shooting. He went after P. Diddy a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was a very very controversial. Like,
Would you listen to it in your car?
Yeah, I would listen to it in my car
Wow.
with the windows up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to a couple songs in the car. But
I would crack maybe one window and just deal with the uneven pressure in the bin just to fucking
I hate
withstand it.
that.
Yeah.
I
Who
hate-
does that? Do you intentionally do that?
No.
Yeah.
Crack one. I've never been a window cracker. Like,
Really? Because I just saw your Eminem review.
but fucking, I guess that's why they call them window pane.
Yeah.
Was that good or no? But we'll cut that out.
Yeah.
Fucking-
that part was just like the gayest Eminem ever got.
Yeah,
Fucking leave out the window.
Just
I guess
gun.
that's why they call it window pane.
And that was Rihanna too, but that was good. But like even that has like his super emotional choruses and hooks. The Jelly Roll song is like you really want a tearjerker at the end of "Fuck Trans Midgets" and all that shit. Like that's literally how he capped the album off. I heard a theory that you're supposed to listen in reverse, like, and it might, and which is cope that the fucking
Yeah.
that it's like it's just not a good feel good
That's
album. I
so
guess.
bullshit. Yeah, you're supposed to. Why not just make? How about track 1 is track 1, and then the last track can be the last track, and then that's how you listen to it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like that's probably the best way to do it.
100%. But I think he meant like it if you wanted to end at a hard note, because the last few songs he gets a little bit. I think they're just like they feel a little more.
He always had a few of those on every album.
Yeah,
The Beautiful on whatever album that was.
yeah.
Relapse.
Fucking even on
What size shoe do you wear? I wear 10s. Let's see if you could fit your feet. I hate the way he ends that part.
Oh
My
yeah,
shoes just
his words play is like crazy over the top. Like you'll hear like it has like multiple levels of like
all to just shit on a paraplegic actor from 40 years ago that nobody like that is listening now even knows who he is, has never seen one episode of that version of Superman.
I love he's like it's almost like a callback to his old lyrics, but at the same time like to reference David Carradine.
Carradine.
I don't even know
Yeah,
his name.
yeah.
Like I don't even know who that is.
That's
If
the
it
guy that was jacking off, autoerotic asphyxiating and himself.
which Eminem taught me that when I was 13 from his song.
Yeah.
And he's still on the same shit. It's just crazy to be like a daughter, like a girl, and you're like in your 20s, and that is your dad. Like,
Yeah, that's weird.
and that shit is like, and all the other shit he had recently, I feel like you'd have to be corny as fuck to listen to it. And this way lesser so. I feel like this might actually.
He has to be so controlling over his daughter. Imagine if some rapper fucked her and then bragged about it and was just like extremely disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like that could be huge. You would guaranteed get covered by every fucking blog on the planet.
Yeah. No, it's I wonder if that was ever a.
Haley, you can't fuck anyone and I'll give you $20 million every year.
And he was so not private about his daughter too.
Yeah.
So like to almost he was asking.
What a mistake that was.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we could have not known her name till now.
Even his like stepdaughter, like or whatever. But then I don't want to get super ultra Eminem stand. But then if you look, but there's like a boy in one of his music videos.
It reminds me that it's not just that playing underneath you talking about this whole thing. The stand beat.
Oh, the fucking yeah. That song's the Ditto song. Who I've never heard another Ditto.
Dido.
Yeah, is she European?
Yeah.
It's anything to save a buck. Eminem.
What should I sample? Yeah. No, that probably cost a pretty penny, dude. He laid down the money for that.
It's crazy that old guys like were in a rock band like that Steve Tyler band or Steve Miller band or whatever.
Yeah.
And they just sit back and then like Lil Yachty is paying him money from his hits. That's crazy.
That's cool. I mean, like the Eminem song, he so used the fucking abracadabra.
Yeah.
Like, that was the foundation of the fucking song.
No, yeah.
They deserve that buck they made from Eminem.
You showed me that. And it's mind blowing. I'd be like, I guess it's hard to write a song. Like, and then these guys who do are like mega talented, like Sting or whatever.
An original song, yeah, that doesn't sound like another song. It's pretty hard.
When's the last time that's happened? When's the last original song that's been made?
When Blade came out, 7 stars out of 10.
Yeah, easily. It's
oh wow, the many thank you for watch. This clip is from podcast. Do it now. Come out the podcast every time it come out is on Fridays at 4:20 p.m. sharp time. Remember, for to liking, do comment and subscribe.